Hey everybody, this is Todd Spears and Herc Magnus bringing you another Project Supremacy webinar. What we're going to do today is go over the updated version for 2018 for the best practices on SEO. And what we're going to teach you today is how to rank for more keywords with less effort and links and get multiple types of rich snippets in Google. Very, very important. You're going to learn the most unique method and tool you've ever seen for finding and analyzing multiple keywords and perfectly optimizing your pages and posts for your target keywords, all in one place. Herc, can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah, I am on and ready to go.
All right, everybody, that's Mr. Herc Magnus, and I'm going to turn this presentation over to him now, and he is going to dive right into this.
Okay, so here we go. Hey, everybody. So what we're going to cover on the webinar today, obviously, is 2018 best practices for website optimization. And I know to some people that might sound kind of lame, but trust me, if you're not getting your entire website optimized right, you'll be spending money on backlinks until you're broke, and you'll still never achieve the rankings that you're after. Alternatively, if you do get these optimizations right, it's faster, cheaper, and easier to rank. And not just one page of your site, but literally every page of your site, and also not for just 3 to 5 keywords, more like 50 to 100 keywords per site. So remember, guys, your rankings equals your traffic, and your traffic equals your money, right? So there's 5 elements to powerful optimization in 2018, and while they're really quite simple, they're also very, very powerful. Not a lot of people really know that there's so many elements, or 5 elements for powerful optimization, but there are. And you may have heard of each one of these individually, but possibly not in the combination in the way that we're going to show you today. So here's the elements of optimization, okay? Keyword optimization, meaning keyword research. On-page optimization, the old school way that we know it, through titles, tags, URLs, and meta optimization. Schema optimization, which is very, very new to Google and becoming more and more important every day. Social optimization, and then the 5th one is image optimization. So everything I'm going to teach you about those elements can be done for free in one way or another. So everything you're about to see, you can use different tools and do it for free. But I'm also going to show you a tool that Todd and I developed to help you immensely with each and every one of these elements, okay? So our tool just makes it easier and faster to get the job done, and that's really what the job of any tool is anyways. I always say I can pound a nail with a rock, but I'd rather just buy a hammer and get the job done right. So our tool can do 90% of the things you're going to learn today in a single dashboard, and everyone loves a dashboard, right? Dashboards do give you a bird's eye view of all your information in one place. They save you time, they save you money, and they make your job easier. So the part of the tool, okay, and that's an important part here, the part of the tool that we're going to focus on today is basically a keyword research and on-page optimization dashboard. And unless you've already seen it, you'll probably never have seen anything like this before. Now, to be fully transparent with you, yes, we are going to give you an offer to buy the tool at the end of the webinar. No shit, right? That's just how these things work. But one thing that we want to do completely differently is that before we show you the tool, guys, we want to tell you what the price is up front, because I don't want to do one of those infamous price reveals at the end of the webby and try and build up all the value at that. You're going to hear the price in the next 60 to 90 seconds. Is that cool with everyone? Do you guys like the idea? It's probably not what you're used to on webinars. You probably wait till the end to see the price, but we're going to talk about the price first. Then we're going to show you the tool. Is that, yeah, I see a lot of yeses coming in already. Yeah, that's totally different, right? Great. So guys, my goal in doing this is that you'll know right away what the tool is going to cost. And then from there, it's my job to literally make the price seem so irresistible to you that by the time we offer it to you, the cost of it will literally become insignificant compared to the benefits and the use that you're going to get out of it. So I'm going to get to the price right now, but before I do, I just have one question for you guys that I want you to answer. How much do you think you would have to pay to get the following 3 tools? A keyword research tool, a schema building tool, and a WordPress manager. How much do you guys think you'd have to pay to get those 3 tools? Let's just hear some of the pricing that you guys think. I see like 1,000, Tony says boatloads. 1,200 over 9,000, 2,000. Wow, we got some really, really high numbers. 900 bucks, 300 bucks. Okay, so I need 4 Bitcoin. I like that answer. So yeah, I mean, there's even some smart asses that are saying that you could do this for free in other ways, obviously. But remember, guys, serious business owners use serious tools. They use tools of the trade, not free stuff. But I mean, we understand that you got to do what you got to do. It's your choice. And you can still implement all these strategies using a variety of free tools. It's your choice. But based on like audience participation and what you guys are saying, you guys and girls think that those 3 tools would cost you, oh man, I'm seeing like really high numbers, like even $1,000 or 300 bucks and 2,000 bucks. Like it's a lot, right? Now here's the price, guys. Yeah, I know that the screen's not moving. That's cool, Mike. Here's the price of our tool, knowing that that's what those 3 tools you guys think they would cost. You could get our tool for as little as $37 per month, and it does everything we just talked about, but a whole lot more. Okay. We also offer bigger packages for more serious users that want to do more things, but any one of you can get started for less than the cost of a family meal at any fast food restaurant, right? It's extremely cheap. So now let's see if by teaching you the best practices for 2018 for your site optimization, I can make that $37 a month seem like an absolute joke to you. Okay. Are you guys ready to get going? All right. So let me just clear my screen here. Okay, guys, obviously it is Project Supremacy, the tool that we're going to show you, okay, but we're going to cover the best optimization practices using Project Supremacy, and we're going to do this in order, okay? We're going to cover keyword research, then we're going to cover on-page optimization, then we're going to cover schema, then we're going to cover social optimization, and then finally we'll go into image optimization. So with keyword research, the tool that we're going to use from Project Supremacy is the project manager, okay? And keyword research is the core fundamental of getting traffic in Google. If you choose the wrong keywords, you're not going to get any traffic, and that's always a problem. But you also have an opportunity to target different keywords on different pages of your site. This is where the project planner comes in very, very handy, because it becomes a dashboard for all the pages and the posts on your site, right? So what I'm going to do is I've already kind of have 2 projects loaded up here, okay, in our project planner on the plugin side. And what I have is one is called the live plan, and one is just KWR, it stands for keyword research. And what we're going to cover is just like, okay, let's say we're going after like online guitar lesson keywords, and we're going to sell stuff like Jamarama and Guitar Tricks memberships and stuff like that in an affiliate scenario, okay? So the first thing we're going to want to do is keyword research using the project planner. So what I'm going to do is load up this plan, okay? And it's already got keywords loaded into it, but let me show you how I was able to pull in these keywords. It was very, very simple. All I do is I go to actions, I go to, where is the guy? Automatically generate groups, okay? And then I put in a seed keyword, like basically the subject matter of the site. So we wanna go after online guitar lessons, okay? And then I'm only gonna pull in about 500 keywords because I don't wanna get crazy. I want my minimum search volume to be 500, and I want my minimum cost per click to be $1. This way I know the keywords have search volume. They have people bidding at least $1 to advertise for that keyword on Google AdWords, meaning people are spending money on these keywords. They're important, they're relevant. And then I just click OK, okay? And when I click OK, what happens is from the AdWords tool, the actual Google AdWords tool, it pulls in as many groups and as many keywords as it can that fits your scenario. So here you see it pulled in 2 groups, okay, which is great. For us, it's not like, sometimes it can pull in like many groups and then you have to start organizing stuff. But here's where it starts, okay? So we're gonna go after online guitar lessons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start creating groups of keywords that we wanna target per page on our site based on the stuff that Google has put in here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the big group here, I'm gonna press this little keyword cloud button, and what this keyword cloud button will do is it'll show me all the keywords in this group, but as a singular item. Like the word guitar, if I click on it, it'll highlight the word guitar, and you can see it shows up in almost every keyword, which is why this particular word is bigger than the other words. But what we're gonna start looking for is opportunities to organize keywords into groups that we will target with a particular page on our on our site. So for instance, let's start with acoustic, okay? So we have acoustic guitar lessons for beginners, and learn acoustic guitar. That's great, okay? That's gonna be a great page. So what I'll do, action, I'm gonna create a new group, okay? And we're gonna call it acoustic. So there we go. And that's gonna open up a blank group called acoustic. And then what I'm gonna do is, once again, open up my cloud keyword tool. I'm gonna click on acoustic, okay? And then the 3 highlighted keywords, you guys see these little 6 dots? I'm gonna hold down my control key and highlight those keywords, okay? And I'm gonna move those into the acoustic group. Okay, so I already have a group forming. I wanna target these keywords on a page that's gonna be about acoustic guitars. So let's do another one. Okay, we have electric guitar. Okay, so great, create a new group for electric. And I'm only gonna do like a couple of these because the process is the same every time, but I just wanna get it across quickly. So I'm gonna add a new group and we're gonna call it electric. Okay. Here comes our electric group. And then we're gonna go back into our cloud and we're gonna highlight our electric keywords. And then we're gonna drag them up into our electric group, okay? And I'm not gonna do this for everything, but you guys can see like the different pages. We're gonna have a how to learn acoustic guitar, how to learn electric guitar. We can have a group for beginners. We can have a group for fingerstyle, classical, okay? Online was kind of our big one, so that should be in a bunch, but that maybe would be our home page. We could create a group for that. But you guys kind of already see how we're easily targeting good keywords that we know have search volume. We know they're over $1 CPC. These are already great keywords that we want to target, and we're setting up to create a page for each of these. This is how you create a structure for a site before you ever begin doing anything, okay? And remember, this is part 1, keyword optimization. So now that we have 2 groups, let's just go with these 2 groups. And this is kind of the research phase, right? So what I want to do is move my research groups that are organized into the other groups. So what I'll do is I'm going to go to my actions tab. I'm going to move this to a different project. And it's going to ask me, what project do you want to move it to? Well, I'm going to move it to my live plan. Okay, and you'll see why live plan is important in a second. And then we're going to move our acoustic group, move it to a different project. Okay, and we're gonna move that to the live plan, right? So there we go. Now I can continue doing this until I've really exhausted all my keyword grouping abilities, or I could do more keyword research and choose different types of guitar keywords. Like if I wanted to go into blues guitar, I could do blues guitar lessons or online blues guitar lessons and just continually expand and move those projects over into my live setting. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go into our live plan, okay? And here we go, we have our 2 live plans, okay? And we have the keywords that we want to target in these plans. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open these up, okay? And the last step that we wanna do, okay, is we wanna get our competition metrics. How hard or easy is it gonna be to rank for these keywords? So let's select all the keywords in this group. We'll go to our actions tab. I'm gonna do retrieve keyword data. I'm gonna go to this next one, select all the keywords in the group. And I'm gonna retrieve the keyword data. Okay, now what that's going to do is pull in the broad match, the phrase match, the in title, and the in URL match of Google. Now, if you guys don't know what those are, what we can do is quickly show that. Okay, now here is what the broad match is. This means there's 799,000 results for this particular keyword in a broad match. A phrase match means the keyword has to appear in order somewhere on the website to be really included. We have 3.8 million results, which is not normally going higher. Usually it goes lower. We're going to do an in title match, meaning this keyword phrase has to show up in the title, the big blue things, somewhere in order to count. So we're down to 960, which is great. And then the final one is in URL. Okay, and these are all metrics from Google. 231 results. Okay, so let's reload our plan and see if our thing came back. And by the way, guys, our data scraping and our AdWords scraping, you don't have to use your own accounts. Everything comes from the back end of Project Supremacy. It's all loaded up in there, so you don't need to worry about API keys and stuff like that. So here we go, guys. These are our competition metrics. We do have conditional formatting showing you either green, yellow, or red, meaning go for it. Yellow is kind of cautionary, and red's like, okay, it might be pretty tough. Okay, but we're good at SEO, so we're going to be able to rank for a lot of tough stuff compared to other people. Or if you really want, guys, you can continue searching for more keywords until you basically, the in title and the in URL ones, get those into the green, into the yellow by default, and then it'll be a lot easier. So that's how you're going to get your keyword research done. So that was a really quick overview of keyword research, guys. You can do that process and you'll find a ton of great keywords all within one tool. So the next element, guys, of optimization is basically on-page optimization, the old school way. We have to know what our title, our description, our URL, and our H1 are going to be. So we can do that all in one place now. Typically in WordPress, you'd have to go to your page and install a plugin and do your title and optimization and stuff like that. But you're typically not looking at your keyword data. You're typically not looking at your competition data. But with this, you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. Okay. So here we go. We want to create a title, a URL, a description for this group, and an H1, the 4 elements of optimization. But you want to take your keywords into consideration when you're doing your optimization. So what has maybe the most volume, or what has the least search volume? And with this one, you can organize things just by clicking on the elements, and it'll organize them least to most or most to least. And the good news here, guys, our highest volume keyword has the lowest competition. So we want to be quite aggressive for this keyword. So our title, okay, we could basically copy that keyword. Right? But that doesn't mean we're optimized for the other 2 keywords we still have. And the Keyword Cloud is a great tool now for this, because if I open up the Keyword Cloud, these are all the words that exist within all 3 of these keywords for this group. So I have guitar, I have acoustic, and I have lessons, and I have beginners, but I don't have learn worked in there, right? So what we can do is in the URL, we can do this: learn acoustic guitar, right? And maybe we don't want to use guitar. You always want to take into consideration what's in your domain name. Okay, best online guitar lessons. So guitar is being repeated there. We're not gonna use that one. We could just go learn acoustic, and we'll have to spell it right, of course, right? Now we're gonna have our description, and notice that this thing looks a lot like what the Google kind of listings look like. We designed that on purpose so that you're kind of getting a preview of what your actual Google listing is going to look like. So your description, if you are looking to learn how to play acoustic guitar, okay, online lessons might be your cheapest option. Click here for just something that will entice people to click. If you're looking to learn how to play acoustic guitar, spell stuff right, of course, right? Online lessons might be your cheapest option. So what we're going to do is just save that. So what we've just completed here, guys, is keyword research for a single page on our site. And then we optimized our title, our URL, and our description to really target every keyword, but most importantly, target the easiest keyword with the most traffic, okay? The next thing is your H1, which really is the page or post title. So what we're gonna do here is kind of just change it up a little bit. Beginner online, we're gonna do this, acoustic guitar lessons online. So I'm not repeating myself, but I am mixing up the keywords and throwing things all over the place. So that's how you optimize, guys. And there is an art to this, and we do have webinars where we go more in depth to this. I just want to cover it quickly because I don't have a lot of time on the webinar. But that's how you can basically optimize using the project planner, the Keyword Cloud tool, which is a boiling technique, and look at your competition, your metrics, and everything all together. This is a really optimized page. So you would do the same thing for every page on your site, right? You're basically optimizing pages and posts before pages and posts even exist on your site. You're building a blueprint for your site, and you're optimizing it correctly with keyword research and old school on-page optimization. So now what do? Okay, you want to create a page. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new page based on this group. Okay, and you can see it's creating a page and it's done. So let's go look at our page. Okay, I'm going to open this up in a new tab. so that I can kind of go side by side. So here we have our PS SEO box, guys. You always want to make sure that's on. But here's our title. Okay, our URL right now is only showing page ID equals 65. That's because we haven't. It always creates the page as a draft. Okay, so let's just pretend that we had content and we're going to publish it. I'll show you that'll update the URL properly. Okay, so there we go. Here's our title, acoustic guitar, just like we had it over here. Here is our URL, bestonlineguitarlessons.net/learnacoustic, and here is our description. Notice they're the same in both places, on our dashboard as well as on our actual page. Now, if I make any updates on my page, it will update the dashboard. And if I make any updates on my dashboard, it will update the page. So you can literally do it from a single dashboard, control the optimization for every single page or post on your site. Does that make sense to everybody? And I see you guys asking a ton of questions that Todd's going to answer a lot of those in chat, but I will get to a Q&A at the end of this, guys, and I'll stay on for 5 hours if you really, really want me to answer this. So that's, guys, how you basically do on-page optimization very, very quickly. The last thing that I want to show you guys, because what we're showing you right now is how to plan for a new site. But a lot of you are probably thinking, yeah, but what do I do for a site that already exists, right? So let me do this. Let me log into another site of mine and show you how to do a reverse SEO audit so that you can optimize pages and posts that already exist using the same project planning tool. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm in a new site now. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new group, or a new project, I should say. Okay, and we're going to call this SEO audit. Okay, and you can see I had already done one here, but I'll do it again really quickly for you guys. So what I'm going to do is load this. Okay, and what we're going to do this time is we're going to create groups from our existing pages and posts on our blog. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say, okay, I want to optimize all my posts. So I'll say, let's look at our posts. I want to show all the entries. Okay, we have 7 posts and I want to select them all. Okay, so now I'm going to create groups from our selected posts. Now what this will do, guys, is it'll pull in the optimization for the title, H1, URL, and description that you currently have on your existing posts and pages. It won't pull in any keywords or anything because it doesn't know what you're trying to target. That's information you have to supply, but you at least get, okay, I'm going to expand everything here. You at least get to know, okay, look at this. I have a post here that doesn't even have a title or a description. Here's my title and description here. There's no description here. It allows you to see what's going on with all your posts and pages from a single dashboard. And if you need to update anything, now you can. You can do it from one place rather than logging into a single page or a single post at a time. Okay. The other thing I'll show you really quickly. Okay, you can see these little tabs. It's telling you this is a post, this is a post, this is a post. We haven't pulled in any pages, so I'm going to add one more new group. Oh, I'm not going to add a group. We're going to actually import, create pages and posts from, no, wrong one, sorry. There we go. Create groups from existing pages and posts. This time we're going to switch to pages. Okay. And it's going to read our pages. Wait, let me try that again. There we go. Okay, we're on pages. And this time I'm only going to pull in a couple pages. Okay, so how to mine Bitcoins profitably and blah, blah, blah. Typically I'd select all if I was doing a full website audit. So let's just pull in the ones that we got. 3 entries selected. Let's create our groups. Right? So there we go. Now this one's a post, this one's a post, this one's a post. But if I only want to see my pages, I can select pages. And now it'll just bring up the pages that we imported, right? So I know the difference between what are posts on my blog, what are pages on my blog, and that's just helpful with organization. So that's a backwards analysis for existing posts and pages. Now, the last thing you're going to want to do, guys, when you do your optimization, obviously you're going to do your on-page optimization is adding your content, right? You have to add like the actual pictures, images, videos, whatever, images to your actual posts and pages because you can't just rank with a blank page. Sometimes you can, but typically when you're going after good stuff, you have to actually put good content on your pages. So if we go to the visit the pages, okay, here's the page that we just created. We're going to go into the editor again. And the last step to your optimization obviously would be add real good content, right? Images, videos, H1 or sorry, H2 tags, stuff like that. You want to add all this good stuff into your content so that it helps you rank. If you want to link from one page to another using proper keywords, you can see we have 4 short codes here, guys. You can add YouTube videos using the Project Supremacy YouTube video searcher. Just search a keyword and it'll import a video. If you want to add images quickly from Pixabay, just search for an image. Okay, it'll add it from Pixabay. The other nice thing is if you want to link to another page, so let's say I wanted to link to the electric guitar page from this page, all I'd have to do is go to the electric group, and these are the keywords I'm targeting on that page. So wouldn't it make sense to make those an internal anchor text? It would, right? So we would click it, the URL that we want to go to would be automatically filled in if the page already existed, okay? And then you just press OK, and it'll insert a link from this page to that page with anchor text optimization from your project plan, right? So it's just a lot of shortcuts to make your job a lot faster. So keyword research done, on-page optimization done, right? We've added the content, we've done the project planning and all that. The third element, guys, of proper on-page optimization is schema. Now, let me ask you a question, guys. Who is familiar with schema? Give me a 1 if you are, give me a 2 if you are not. I just want to kind of survey the crowd. Most of you should. Okay, obviously we have a smart crew on today, a lot of 1s. So schema, guys, is kind of the new language, and I won't go too deeply into it. It's a new language of background information that Google is reading to understand what your site is about. And that's why I call it new school optimization, whereas on-page optimization with title and meta optimization is old school. That's what Google, they still use it, okay, but it's their old school way of doing things. That's how we used to rank sites. Schema is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger in Google, but it is a tough thing to code. But luckily, we have Project Supremacy, and let me show you how to build schema, okay? So let's say, and I'm not actually gonna build schema, I'm just gonna show you sites with schema on it. So let's say, actually, let's do it for this page, okay? Let's go really deep into this. Let's say this particular page we wanted to build schema for. Okay, so it's beginner acoustic online guitar lessons, where we're gonna talk about where to go find online guitar lessons. So this is a blog post or an article, right? So let's say we wanted to add schema to this. Well, what we're gonna do is in Project Supremacy, you have 2 things. You have a plugin with a bunch of features. You also have a dashboard with a bunch of features. We're gonna go to the schema builder for Project Supremacy, okay? And one of the things we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna build something called article schema for that site. So what I'm gonna do is load up another site that I know has article schema on it. Okay, so we're gonna go to this page, and I'm gonna show you guys how to totally import schema from other URLs that actually have really good schema. Okay, so I'm gonna go view this page. I'll close this for now. So let's say that we knew that this page had good schema on it, and I do, and you do now, okay? Any site that shows up in Google, when you guys are doing Google searches for something like Learn Guitar Online, okay? Typically, a real telltale sign that there's good schema on a site is you'll see, not keyword doesn't have any listings, how to learn guitar. You'll see cool stuff start popping up, like this, for instance. This is called a rich snippet, okay? These are typically generated, and these get a lot of clicks, by the way. These are typically generated because that particular site has schema nested into it, okay? The other big tip is these stars. Everyone loves the stars. So we know that this site has schema, right? So that's a way to find out if a site has schema on it. We're gonna work with this particular page because obviously I've already built schema for this, but I'm gonna show you how to copy good schema from other sites. So we're gonna add something called an article schema to our website. Here it is, okay? And there's already one there, but we're not gonna use it. We're gonna add a new one. So I'm gonna use something called the schema duplicator, okay? So all I'm gonna do is put in a URL that we found in Google that we know has rich snippets or stars or something, and be like, man, they have good schema, I want it for my site. So I'm gonna put in a URL that I know has good schema, and we're gonna call this, we're gonna name it, okay, acoustic article. Okay, we'll just name it whatever we want, and we're gonna save it to our site that we wanna work on, okay? So I'm gonna search for my best online guitar lessons. It's right, you can see I have a lot of sites, obviously. Okay, so now I'm gonna run the duplicator. What it's gonna go do is check that URL for the schema that it has on it. and it says, oh, we found an article schema. Perfect. I want to steal their schema. So I'm going to click proceed, right? And it's done. That's super, super fast, right? So now I'm going to go to Best Online Guitar Lessons. I'm going to open up my article schemas, and there it is, acoustic article, right? So now all I have to do, guys, is update the information. Because first of all, let me show you what the schema looks like, okay? So I'm going to click on the article schema, and you can see here on the right side, it's showing me the schema editor, the property of article schema, an article such as a news article or an investigative report, yada, 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 okay? And then it shows me all the properties available in schema.org for the article schema type. But what I'm going to do is hide the stuff that that particular person didn't use. I'm going to click this little eyeball button, and it's only going to show me the stuff that they filled out, because it can get overwhelming to look at a lot of schema. All these that are here are available for you to use, and all you have to do to add them is click on the plus button and fill in a form. Very, very simple to use, okay? So let me hide that, and we're going to get rid of the one that we just used. Here's what they actually have. Now, when we pull in someone else's schema, it's actually going to pull in their entries as well. So you can see that this is about buying Bitcoin, but the schema that we're building is about learning acoustic guitar online. So you do want to go through each of these elements, and it's literally a form, okay, and you want to fill them out. Okay, what's our headline for this particular one? So we can actually go to our page, and we can fill out a headline. Right? So maybe we want this as our headline. And I'm not going to do all of it, but I would just want to show you how easy it is. The article body of the article, I can literally copy the entire article into this. The point is, guys, you want to change everything that they've used as an entry and make it relevant to your site. Okay, so I'm just going to save it as if it were edited to our site. Okay, and the last thing that I guess I'll talk about is aggregate rating, and I'll get into that in a second. But we've embedded aggregate rating so that we can have stars show up on that page. So now, let's say we've duplicated the schema, we've changed over all the information to our own that's relevant to our site. We want to apply it to the site now, right? So check this out. We're going to go to our dashboard, or our website tab in Project Supremacy V3 dashboard, okay? And we're going to look for our site, Best On, and here it is. Now I'm going to go into the management of this site. Okay, and just so you guys know, I'm talking fast, I understand, but this is the WordPress for bestguitaronlinelessons.net is what this is. Most people that are familiar with WordPress know what this is. What you're looking at here is the central dashboard to be able to control all the elements of WordPress from a single dashboard. So what we'll do for schemas, okay, now that we're in here, we're going to go over to our schema tab, okay, and we're going to say, what is the schema and the page that I want to put it on? So here's our pages. So here it is, online guitar lessons reviews for top 3 membership. This is the page I want to add schema. Oh, sorry, it's this one, the acoustic. I want to work on this particular page. So I'm going to select it. Get out of here, RoboForm. I think RoboForm's kind of screwing up my jazz here. Let me just refresh this. Go back to schema. Go back to page. Okay, and then beginner acoustic online, select. Okay, right now it's not working for some reason. I don't know why, but the nice thing is if you select it, what would happen is it would show up here, and then all you have to do is basically click this button and it pops over to the right side, okay? And I don't know why that's happening right now, but I'll show you a second way to do it. If you're, instead of working in the dashboard, you're actually working on your actual page. So here we are. You can also add schema from the PS SEO box. So I'll click on the schema button. I'm going to assign a schema, okay, and it's going to say, oh, it's not finding my schema. So obviously we had an update today, guys, so that's why there's a bug on this, unless I'm working too fast and I'm not seeing something. Let me just double check. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just force it. So this forced homepage schema means you put the schema on every page of your site, and I apologize that it's not working for that page. Let me just try one more time. I'll press Control F5. That usually clears my cache a little bit. Chrome's a terrible browser, by the way, and I still continue to use it for some reason. Okay, let me check one more time. No, it's not working. There's a bug on there for sure. Okay, we'll get that bug fixed, guys. We're good at that. So anyways, what I did was I basically just assigned a homepage schema to that page, or I could show you a working version. We'll check it anyways. And then what I do is once the schema is assigned, unfortunately I wasn't able to show you that, Okay, that's really all I have to do. Okay, and now the page should have schema on it, even though it's an empty page. Remember, we didn't put any content on it. To prove that it has schema, and now I'm not sure if it's going to work, what you would do is go to something called the Google Structured Data Testing Tool. Okay, and you would just run that URL to check if there's schema there. And I'll show you an example, guys, with it. So there, it actually did apply. Okay, so that's good. So here's our site, bestonlineguitarlessons.net, learn acoustic, and here's our article schema. And notice it's error-free. A lot of people that build schema sometimes run into errors, but when you copy something that's error-free, you'll get it error-free as well. Okay, so there's our entire schema. Okay, now this stuff, and if I want to see where it is inside the code of my page, okay, I can click on the @type and it will highlight it. We always mark our schema entries with an HTML comment tag, which you can see here, so that if you run into a situation where you see like, oh, there's 2 schema types here and this one has an error, well, was it Project Supremacy or was it not? All you have to do is click on the type, and you'll see right above, guys, we'll always comment our schema with a Project Supremacy tag so that you know that the schema is coming from us, okay? And this is literally the schema entry. So unless you know how to code schema in JavaScript, right, it's much more handy to have a schema builder, right? And that's what our schema builder does. Let me show you one more thing with our schema builder. If you were to build schema on your own, okay, instead of duplicating it, all you'd have to do is choose the type of schema that you want, okay? And we have a lot of training and a lot of webinars where you can go learn about schema, and I'll give you guys a link to that. It's basically just v3.projectsupremacy.com/webinars, okay? You could get tons of free training on schema. You just come to this webinar, we have one every week, and you would use this search function to search for a keyword that you want to see what our software does, and just type in schema. Okay, for the keyword, and these are all YouTube videos that talk about different types of schema. So our builder, quickly guys, if you're starting over, let's say you're working in a local market, you might want to add local business schema. All you have to do is search for the schema type, click it, it will load the local business schema type as well as all the properties that are available for you to use. Okay, so you would just basically fill the ones out that you want to use and then save it to the website that you want to save it on. Then apply it to the website from the website manager. And of course, I'm live on an important Webby and that has a bug right now, but it does work 99% of the time just when I'm not on a webinar. So it is very easy to use, guys. I can't go into too much more training on how to use it. There is lots of free training, like I said, that you have access to, but the schema builder alone, guys, there's only one other schema builder that I know of on the market that is this involved, that literally has, if I scroll through these schema types, guys, I'm going to do it fast. So watch this part right here. These are all the schema properties that you have available to you to build from. It's huge. Okay. And Todd, would you mind putting the link for the training into the group chat so people can have it? And on the replay, I'll just edit it in so that everyone can have it. Okay, so I wasn't even done scrolling, by the way, guys. We have literally 95% of the schema.org database right here for you to build and inject into your sites. And you don't have to know JavaScript. You just have to know how to fill in a form, right? You just, which one do I want? Oh, what's my address of my company? I press this and I type in my address and that schema is done, right? It's very, very simple. So let me actually show you guys a rendered out schema for one of another site. So let's go to that schema for the other page. We're going to continue without saving. I'll load it up and I'll scroll back up to the top and I'll render this schema. The nice thing about this, guys, is yes, we are a WordPress plugin. Yes, we are a WordPress software. But if you guys do get the software and you want to build schema for like HTML sites, Wix sites, ASP sites, anything that's non-WordPress, you could still build the schema in here and save it. And once it's built, okay, all you have to do is click on render the schema and it will render out a JavaScript file for you, okay, perfectly formatted. And then all you have to do to put it into your other type of sites, copy it, and insert it into your header page of your other type of site. So the schema builder will work for literally any other type of site, and you can build as much as you want of it, which is super, super awesome. The only other product on the market, guys, the schema builder is minimum $97 a month, okay, for their schema software. Ours is included in that $37 a month product that I told you about. So just to kind of summarize where we're at, guys, Keyword research was step one. On-page optimization, the old school way, title, description, H1, URL, meta tags, stuff like that. That's old school. That's step two. Step three, guys, is building and injecting schema into your sites so that when people look for certain keywords, like for instance, okay, BitClub, network, review, and if you guys ever want to use the schema duplicator on this site, you can. You can see the #2 result for this in Google is a site that I own. It's also got the star rating. So this thing will outperform other ads even above it simply because it has star ratings. And it has star ratings, which is called an aggregate rating schema because of schema, because we injected schema into it. Now, the type of schema I injected onto this particular page, because it's an affiliate site, How to Make Money with Bitcoin is my affiliate site, but the product that I'm reviewing is called BitClub Network. I'm not recommending you guys join this, by the way. I no longer recommend it, but it is good for showing you guys stuff online. The type of schema I have on this site, guys, is called product schema, and it's a review of the product. Really, really handy. And you can see right here down at the bottom, guys, we have the rating of the schema, and we allow people to rate the article and give us comments. So you can see them on the side here as well. Okay, these are all from Project Supremacy. So like, for instance, what did you think of this article? People can leave a comment. My name is Herc. I think it's awesome, and I want to give it a rating of 5 stars, and then I could submit that review. So Project Supremacy does allow you to put forms on your site like this, so people can submit reviews, right, of your site that show up on your page or site-wide or however you want. But the end result of having these real reviews and these real comments, guys, is getting these kind of results in Google, right? So this is real. 9 people actually submitted that. I might have been 2 of those people, okay? Google doesn't know the difference, but this is a real thing to Google because they can come to this page and actually see, oh, there actually is 9 reviews, and they actually do amount to a rating of 5, and they're on the page. So it's responsible schema. It's Google penalty-free schema. It's really, really good. So that was schema optimization, which was level 4. Next, guys, we want to talk about social optimization, okay? So what is social optimization? Let me close that. Let's go back to our acoustic guitar page. Social optimization, guys, is basically when people are visiting your website and they like the content on your website, you typically have those share buttons, right? And that so people can do things like share it to Facebook or Twitter, right? Now, there's something called Open Graph data that allows you to control how the element looks when it's shared on a social property, okay? So for instance, let's say right now I shared this URL, okay? So let's copy this link address and let's go to Facebook. And I'm just gonna do this on my profile. Let's say I share this URL, okay? And it's gonna generate a preview. It kind of looks like shit, right? And maybe it doesn't say what I want it to say. Well, how do you change this so that it shares perfectly every time? That's called Open Graph Social Optimization. And let me show you that, okay? So in the PS SEO box on your blog, okay, you're gonna go to social, okay? And you're gonna, so here's our Facebook Open Graph settings. We're gonna supply the Open Graph settings. Learn acoustic guitar online, okay? Woo hoo, or something, whatever you want. You obviously want to make it really good. Then here you have your description of what you want it to say on Facebook, which might be different than the description you have for your on-page elements, right? Then you want to supply an image. So what I did, okay, I created an image that matches the content, right here. So what I'm going to do is grab the URL of the image, and I'm going to enter the URL, right? So now it's giving me a preview of what it's going to look like on Facebook, right? So now what we're going to do is we could do the same thing for Twitter, okay? Whoop, Control V, Control A, Control, oops. I messed up the image. Let me go grab the URL again. Okay, there we go. So now we have it the same on both, okay? So now we're going to save this. Okay, so now we're saying when shared on Facebook, I want it to have this title, this description, and this image. Okay, so now let's do this. We included a note in our social and our Open Graph Builder right down here. After saving your page with new Open Graph, make sure to visit this URL to clear out the cache in Facebook. Because guys, a lot of people do Open Graph settings with other plugins like Yoast or even Project Supremacy, and when they share it, it doesn't show up in Facebook the same that you want it to. Give me a 1 if you guys have ever done that. Like you share it and it's like, no, that's not the Open Graph data I've supplied. Yeah, of course, it happens a lot, but here's why, and a lot of people don't know about this, okay? So like for instance, guys, we just shared this one on Facebook and it's wrong, right? It's not what we wanted. So let's clear this off, okay? We're gonna leave that page. What we're gonna do is go back to our plugin and we're gonna grab the URL of our site, okay? This one right here, the one that people are actually gonna share. And then I'm gonna click on this link, okay? And this is gonna take us to a sharing debugger tool in Facebook. I'm gonna put in the URL that I wanna share. I'm gonna click on debug, okay? And notice it's showing up wrong. But it also right here, this is the important part, the time scraped. The time that Facebook scraped this URL was 2 minutes ago. And this is typically why people, when they share stuff, get it wrong, because Facebook does cache your pages so that when other people or yourself share those URLs, they are serving a cached version, but you want the fresh version, right? So what we're gonna do is hit scrape again, okay? So we're telling Google, or we're telling Facebook, please go back to my site and look at it again. It still didn't get the image. We're going to scrape it again. And if it doesn't work, we'll go, oh, there, this time it got it, okay? So I uploaded an image. There's my woohoo, and there's my have your description with my URL. Now I know Facebook has a current, fresh cache of my site, of this particular URL. This is now socially optimized for sharing, okay? And this is important, guys, because when you share stuff, you want to make sure it looks professional. It has good titles, good descriptions, saying the thing that you want, okay? So now what we do is if I copy this link address and go back to Facebook and I now share this URL in Facebook, it might still serve a cache one. Nope, it doesn't, see? Now it shares correctly. So social optimization, guys, is an important part of everything that you should be doing to all your sites, okay? The other thing too, guys, is if you have a website, like a money site, like an affiliate site, or even a local site, okay? One thing you always want to do is associate a Facebook page to your property. So for instance, let me show you a live working one because I'm working on this best online guitar lesson site. Is just an example site. I might build it out eventually, but this how to make money with Bitcoin site that I have, okay? This is a real affiliate site that has real traffic and making me real money. But one of the first things I did when I built it out is I also built a Facebook page for it, and I'll show you why all this matters in a second, okay? And it relates back to social sharing. Right, let me mute this tab. It's in my ear, this guy's chatty. So here's my actual page, guys. It's the same page, it's associated to my affiliate site, right? So when I create these kind of elements, like Open Graph elements for certain posts on my blog, I want to share them on my page, right? So like for instance, this page right here is an actual share, a real share that I did a social optimization for, so that when people click on this, it takes them to my blog, but it's because it's looking good and stuff like that. But here's one more tip for you guys. With Project Supremacy, what you should also be doing is installing, I'm not gonna like show you how to do this, but you should be installing a Facebook pixel on your site, okay? And here's a little short code, no, not that one. There's a pixel helper right here, by the way, okay? That what happens is when someone visits your site, so if someone shares a link or you share a link on your page and someone clicks over to your site, Facebook will add that visitor to a custom audience that you can use later on to boost your post. So for instance, if I wanted to boost this post, now that I have it socially optimized, okay, if I click boost post, I'll have a custom audience called how to make money with Bitcoin. And let me show you how to set that up really quickly. And I know I'm talking fast, guys. This webinar is supposed to be fast. Oh, I gotta cancel my promotion. So the first thing I do when I build a site, guys, is I go to Project Supremacy. I grab my script, my Facebook tracking script. I go to PSv3. I go to my SEO settings. I go to scripts, and there it is. Here's my Facebook pixel code. I want this script to show up on every page so that whenever anyone visits any of my pages, they get added to a custom audience that I can later advertise to, right? It's called retargeting. And it's hugely important, and it's part of social optimization. It's so that you guys can advertise to all the people who have visited your site in the past. You can advertise to them on Facebook through your Facebook page using proper open graph data. Does that make sense? I know I'm talking super, super fast. I just want to make sure everyone's clear. And I see there's a ton of questions, guys, and I will get to them, I promise. We have one more optimization element, guys. The fifth and final one is called image optimization. So let me quickly refresh. We have keyword research or keyword optimization. We have old school on page, title H1, URL description optimization. We have schema optimization, so we can get rich snippets and stars in Google. We have social optimization, so that we can track the people that are visiting our sites, and then we can advertise back to the people that are visiting our sites properly with a nice image that has a nice description and a nice title to it. Okay, and the final one is image optimization. Now, this is going to be more appropriate when you're actually targeting a physical location on a page. So I'm going to go back to this one for this example. Okay, now let's say we were doing something like beginner acoustic guitar lessons instead of in online, but we were doing it in good old Edmonton, Alberta. Okay, and that was one of the keywords we were going after, Edmonton guitar lessons. Okay, think locally. Okay, so we had optimized all for that, and one of the images that we're going to use on our site is maybe the Facebook image. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our media library and we're going to click on that image. Okay, and you see right here, guys, where it says Project Supremacy EXIF. Okay, and there's probably a better way to show it. I'll go into my media library because and we always have multiple places that we can do things. But I'm going to go into my media library for that image, and I want to do what's called EXIF markup on it. Okay, so here I am, and here we go. Project Supremacy EXIF data. What we're going to do is add. It's kind of like adding schema to a page or adding metadata to a page. It's background information that really only Google's reading, but we're actually going to add that background data to an image through something called EXIF, okay, and using Project Supremacy. So our description could be like Edmonton acoustic online guitar lessons, excuse me, all right, and then our address, we want to definitely supply an address to this image, so we're going to type in Edmonton, Alberta, and then we're just going to click search, okay, and if we had a specific store or a location that we were targeting, we could be more specific with our address and give it a physical address, but we're just going to go with Edmonton, Alberta. It's going to load it on the map, and it's going to enter the latitude and longitude details, and all I have to do to add the EXIF to this image is click save. Right now this image is saved. I can take this image and now I can put it on that post or that page or wherever I share that image URL, okay, and it will have EXIF data loaded into the image. Okay, so now I'm going to do this, add media, this one, it's got the EXIF data already filled out. I'm going to insert it into the page, boom. Okay, now if I was literally targeting a page that was Edmonton, Alberta, what do I have now? Think about everything we have up to this point, guys. Let me review it here. We have our keywords perfectly targeted. Okay, we know they have volume, we know they have buying competition. We've organized them into a group. We optimized our page based on those keywords, based on the competition metrics. We created the title, we created the URL description, H1, right? Right there looking at all the competition data. So we optimized our page after we did our keyword research in the old school way. Then we add schema to the page, whether it be a blog post, an article post, a local business, an electrician, a fireman, a stripper, a dancer, it doesn't matter. You add that relevant schema, right? Then the fourth out of 5 step, we socially optimize this page, okay, using open graph settings so that when people are sharing this page, it's showing up in Google, right? And we've added our Facebook pixel to our website so that anyone that's visiting our site is getting added to a custom audience so that we can later on advertise to them from our Facebook page. And finally, we added EXIF data to our image. This page is fully freaking optimized for every situation that you can handle. We cover Google, we cover Facebook, we cover images, okay? Those are the 5 elements of optimization, guys, that everyone should be doing for every post and every page on your site. And if you do all 5 of those things, guys, it's gonna make your life so much easier. You're gonna be able to rank faster. You're gonna be able to rank for more keywords with less backlinks. Is there a stripper schema? There's maybe. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you this, Jeff, as you're asking that. Okay. All you have to do to know what type of schemas are available is come back to your central dashboard, click on the schema tab. You're going to want to add a new schema, and you're going to type in a keyword, stripper. Apparently, there's no stripper schema. Maybe there's a dancing schema. Well, there's a dance group or a dance event type schema that you could use, right? So there's lots of stuff. A stripper could be an individual or an organization, maybe, or it's probably be an individual, right? Or a person, okay? So there we go. There's our person schema. Additional name, additional type, address, affiliation. Maybe she's affiliated with a strip club. You can add all these different types of things to schema. It's really, really powerful. But guys, that's the point. That's where I'm going to end this thing right now, okay? So let me ask you this now, guys. With everything you've seen, I've only shown you a fraction. Obviously, we have other things in here that I didn't show you, but just covering 2018 best practices for optimization. Number one, give me a 1 if you learned something. Number 1. Let me just see how I did. I know I talked really, really fast, and I'm sorry about that. And I will do Q&A, guys. Okay, I see tons of 1s pouring in. I'm so glad. Okay, number 2, guys. Give me a 2 if you think what you just saw is worth $37 a month for a tool. It does everything that you just saw, right? 37 bucks a month. So did I do my good job of saying, like, look, I'll tell you the price first, and then I'll try and build the value after we show you the price. And I think I did, because I got a ton of 2s here. Awesome. So anybody want to buy V2 that doesn't have it, here's what we're going to do for you guys, okay? Because obviously we're doing this webinar because we do want to sell access to our tool, okay? Here's where you can get V3, guys, and we are going to give you a coupon, obviously, for being on the webinar. All you have to do is go to Project Supremacy, okay? This link right here, V3. Just type in v3.projectsupremacy.com and use this coupon, SEO 2018. And what that will get you guys is 50% off your first month for any monthly package. We have 3 monthly packages, okay? Or that same coupon will get you 10% off if you want to buy it annually. So let's go visit this link and let me show you guys what's up. And I'll show you the packages, because I did say it's $37 a month, but we have other packages, okay? So what you're gonna do here, guys, is here's a kind of an outline of all the features. I'm gonna go over to the proof section just to show you what other people think of the product. If you guys wanna leave a comment here, feel free to leave a comment. We would love to have your comments. But here's the packages, guys. The personal plan will allow, and I haven't even talked about managing websites. I'll do that in a second. But you guys will be able to do rank track. I didn't even talk about the rank tracking. You'll be able to rank track 300 keywords inside of your dashboard. You'll be able to manage up to 10 WordPress sites inside of your dashboard. You'll be able to get up to 300 keyword competition metrics. So the volume, the CPC, and the competition metrics. You'll get the full schema.org builder. And let me just show you this, okay? The only other one out there is close to us is called Schema App. Let me show you the pricing on Schema App so you guys know I'm not full of shit. Okay. Oh, look at that. 1 user, 1 domain, 30 bucks a month. 100 domains, 100 bucks a month. We're giving you unlimited schema for $37 a month, plus a keyword rank tracker, a WordPress manager, which I'll go into in a little bit if you want, the schema builder, the open graph settings. I haven't even talked about our affiliate link cloaker and shit like that, guys. There it is, $37 a month. Like I told you, if you guys want to go higher up to 250 sites, you can go $77 a month. If you want to go up to 500 sites, you can go $127 a month. This coupon, guys, SEO 2018, will knock 50% off of any of these prices on your first month, okay? Don't come back to me after month 2 and be like, hey, I thought it was 50% off always. I want to be clear, it's on your first month. Also, guys, we do have annual pricing, which is basically 2 months free on its own, okay? But we can only do the annual pricing for the pro version and the agency version, but we'll take 10% off those with that SEO coupon if you want to go annually. So it's basically like 3 months free on an annual deal, okay? Whew. What time did I do it in an hour? I know I didn't tell you guys, but I wanted to get that whole thing done in an hour.
You hit the hour mark right on the nose.
Holy shit.
1 minute to spare. Oh, right on the nose. Awesome job. That was great.
Okay, let me before you, I will answer your guys' question. Todd's doing an awesome job of answering a lot of your questions, but I want to show you guys something else. Okay, I do want to show you like what WP management, like you know, there's more to it, guys, than just what you saw. The big one is the WP Manager. I think it's the Schema Builder. We took a poll, guys, from our current users to see like what their favorite features of the plugin were, and this Schema Builder came out #1. Okay, so that's hugely awesome right there. I can even go to Project Supremacy and show you that. I do want to show you that. Here's our group. You guys should already be members of this group. But here's the poll, guys. What are your favorite features? And if I show up to 8 more options, I only showed you a few of them. I showed you schema building. I showed you the SEO plugin, the project planner, the schema duplicator. I didn't show you rank tracking. I didn't show you backups. I didn't show you WP management. I did show you Open Graph. I didn't show you sub-user. I didn't show you article syndication. I didn't show you the recipe center. I did show you, this guy, Natalie duplicated and Tony, I don't know. But you guys see, you can see the schema builder was the #1 favorite feature. The #2 favorite feature is the WP manager, which I haven't even talked about yet. So let me show you that really quickly. And it is included in the $37 price I already showed you. If I go to my websites tab, you can see I have 178 websites loaded inside my own personal account. Todd and I literally built this tool to help us with our own processes of on-page or everything really, SEO, everything. Okay, schema, everything. But what I can do with this, guys, is I can manage all my WordPress blogs from one spot. Okay, and so here's all the blogs. Okay, and there's different sliders that do a lot of different things. I could direct log into WordPress. I can add tags to any of my websites so that I can see what type of site it is, where it's hosted, where it's registered. They become clickable so that if I want to log into my register, it's one-click logins to registers. We have performance analytics built in. We have uptime monitors built in. We have Google indexation built in. This is just a quick view of all the websites. Okay, it tells you what version your WordPress is, what version your Project Supremacy plugin is. It auto updates itself, by the way, which is a nice feature. But to manage it, guys, check this out. If I go to my dashboard, okay, it straight up tells me right now you have 22 plugins that need to be updated. Watch this. Update all. I click one button. It will update all my WordPress course, all my plugins, all my themes with one button. Any comments that come in, I can sorry, these are comments that are pending. Okay, I can approve everything. There's none here, so I can't really show you because I keep my stuff nice and clean. But I can approve, or I can delete, or I can edit comments that come in. Anything that comes into spam will show up here, and I can easily delete spam, and I can delete post revisions if I want. This is an overview of everything, guys, of all your sites. 170 sites I'm managing from one spot. Okay. If I want to go into an individual website and manage that, I can just do that. I can type in the word best, and then it quickly loads every domain I have with best in it. So here's the site we were kind of demoing today. So what I can do is go to the manage of this site, and here I am, guys. I can see all the themes I have uploaded. I can hide the Project Supremacy plugin from clients if I want to, and then show it again. I can safely remove it, yada, yada, yada. Here's all my themes. Here's all my plugins. Here's all my posts and pages. I can edit posts and pages right from within the dashboard. Okay, there we go. So I have a nice way to edit posts and pages. I can, the reviews, guys, when people are leaving schema reviews, they'll show up here so that I can edit them, approve them, delete them. This is a new feature that just got released today. We now have the ability to manage the comments that are happening inside of our blog. Maybe I should show you over here on this one. Let me choose a different website. How to. Does anybody, oh my God, there's so many questions. I promise I'll catch up, guys. Okay, here's the comments, okay? I can load comments, edit comments, reply to comments, see what's approved, see what's spam, see what's trash. Here's our schema where, of course, I had a bug today with our schema injector. But you can see, guys, like here's the homepage schema if I want to go to different pages. Let's see if it works on this site. And maybe it was a site issue or something. I can add schema to any different pages. No, it's definitely a bug that we'll have fixed tomorrow. I promise you that. I can literally do anything that I need to do on WordPress, but I can do it from here, so I don't have to leave a site, okay? So it's a full WordPress manager. Another really nice thing about the WordPress manager, guys, is let's say, okay, I needed to upload a new plugin, but I need to upload it to every money site that I have. So I have a, let's do a PBN. Everyone knows what a PBN is, right? So let's say I want to filter by all my PBNs. So I'm going to click my PBN tag filter, okay? It only loads my PBNs. So you can see I have 110 of my sites are tagged as a PBN. And now I want to upload a new plugin. Check this out. I'm going to switch view. Okay. I'm going to show 100 entries so that all my PBNs show up. I'm going to select them all, and notice there's a left side, right side. This is like your domains. This is your working area. I'm going to select all 100 of my PBNs. Actually, there's 110, but I'll just select 100 for now. Okay. And then what I want to do is say I want to upload a theme. I can click on themes and I can upload a new theme or activate or deactivate, but typically it's going to be plugins. I can see what plugins are active on every site or non-active, but let's say I want to upload a plugin to 100 sites all at once. Check this out. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of my list. I'm going to click upload plugin. I can search the WordPress repository. Right? And I can add Google XML sitemaps to every single PBN with one click. Fast, right? But here's what's even better. We have a plugin repository, guys, where you get to upload your favorite plugins and store them inside of Project Supremacy. So that say you have a certain setup that you like to use with a PBN. I always install AMP. I always install Stat Counter. I always install Spider Spanker PHP version 7. And I always install custom 404 error page on all my PBNs. Say I just like that, okay? Or that's 4 plugins. Now I can click add to queue. Those 4 plugins will be added to all 100 websites with one click. So you could do mass and multiple mass WordPress management with the WordPress Manager. Literally, guys, this WordPress management feature alone is worth the $37. So we're building in, like, we're trying our best to build in a shit ton of value into the plugins. So I mean, I could go on all day, guys, about all the features of the WordPress Manager, but I will kind of say, if you really want to check it out, guys, go to the sales page, okay, v3.projectsupremacy.com. Click on this, check them out, these case study links, and this will bring you to our webinars page. And then I'll answer. I promise I'm getting your questions right now, okay? And then scroll down here. You can see every week we have a webinar where we teach how to use V3 for every scenario. And then we also have a search function. So if you're like, man, I want to learn how to do Open Graph, you could type in Open Graph and spell it right. And this link will link you to the video at the time where I'm talking about doing SEO settings with Open Graph setup, or creating a Facebook pixel, kind of some of the stuff that we taught today. Or say you have a local business and you want to do schema for that. You could type in local business, okay? This will come up and it will take you to the video at the time where we show you a demo local type, or how to set it up, or just everything. Just use that search function, because we have a plethora of information and training that you guys can access to teach you how to learn how to use the plugin. Okay, I will take questions. Do you guys want to see more features? Do you want to answer questions? Backups. Okay, here's a question. Does it auto backup sites in case it breaks? Yes, it does. So this little guy right here, guys, backups. Okay, all you have to do for backups is set up who you want to back up with. So we have like SFTP, secure FTP to your own server or your own site. You can integrate with Dropbox, OneDrive, Amazon S3, or Google Cloud. So you would just do a one-time setup of the service that you want to back up with. And then once it's set up, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You would just select your method. So like, say for instance, Zoe Bliss, I'm going to choose Dropbox as my backup. I would choose my schedule. Do I want to back up daily, weekly, or monthly? And I would recommend there that you back up depending on how much you update your blog. If you're only updating your blog every month, choose a monthly. If you're updating daily, choose a daily. If you're in a daily situation, you can choose how many backups you want to keep on file, and it will always delete the oldest ones first and keep the freshest file. So you choose your method, you choose your schedule, and you choose the amount that you want to store on file, and then you click create backup. Are you sure? Yes. Now my backups are automated for this site. And that's it. It's that easy. To restore a backup, okay, you have to have a site that obviously has a backup. So let's go to the Bitcoin site. Here's how to make money with Bitcoin. I can view my backups that I have, okay, and here they are. So here I can restore it, I can download the backup file, or I can delete it. So it's really, really simple to restore backups. And I've been hacked in a lot of situations, and backups have come in very, very handy. Actually, how to make money with Bitcoin got hacked, and I had to recover from that. And now, because I share it on live webinars, it's also been negative SEO'd, and I've lost a bunch of rankings, so I'm trying to recover from that as well. But we talk about that in the training webinars. Leslie, I really want to get into SEO massively for personal usage and get a job in a local SEO agency near, or even build your own agency if you have to. Getting this tool and studying all your videos, will that help me become proficient in SEO to be able to apply for an SEO role or even have my agency? Leslie, my answer is honestly biased, but it's obviously yes. I mean, Todd and I are both SEOs. Todd's been around a lot longer than I have in SEO. And I've been in SEO. I came up pretty hard, pretty fast. We met, and then we just started developing tools. So we're not necessarily what I would call coaches anymore, but what we are is software developers who build solid software like this based on solid SEO principles that we know to work. We got good at SEO before we built our tools, and we teach how to use our tools. So in teaching how to use our tools, you do learn a lot about SEO. Okay, Leslie, and I would use this webinar as an example. Did you learn anything today about SEO from this quick training? If yes, the other trainings that we do week to week will be so much more in depth and so much more detailed. You'll learn a lot more. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, guys, here's the link again. I see some people looking for the link, v3.projectsupremacy.com, and the coupon, guys, to use SEO 2018. If you're using SEO 2018, that will save you 50% off first month or 10% off your first year. Here's how you input the coupon. Pick your package. Okay, so you can go down to the Get Started button, choose your package. Here we go. Okay, and then right here, guys, have a coupon, SEO 2018, and then click Apply, okay? And that will knock that down to $63.50 for the first month, then $127 every month after there. Leslie, you bought Project Supremacy version 2 back in the richer years. Was looking to learn SEO, but sidetracked for some time. I think it's kind of the same question. I'll read it. Do you think as a beginner buying this tool and heavily studying the free material that you'll be able to apply for SEO? Yeah, it's the same question, Leslie, definitely. We teach so much about SEO. I would join this group too, Leslie, the Project Supremacy group. And I mean, let me do this for you guys. I'm gonna leave this on the webinar. Does anyone in this group learn much about SEO from our webinars? I'm on a Webby right now and would appreciate your honest, in capital letters, answers, okay? And then we'll just let that percolate while we're on the webinar, okay? So that you can actually see it coming up. So if anybody's in the group that's on here right now want to answer that, please do that. And I'll just leave that there and answer the questions. Spell plethora, P-L-E-T-H-O-R-A. I don't know if that's right. Oh yeah, the rank tracker, thanks Corky. Does the rank tracker work with anything other than a WordPress site? No, unfortunately our rank tracker does only work with sites that you have added to your dashboard. But it does bring up the point that we have rank tracking in two places. Number one, we have rank trackers here, okay? And let me show you something else, guys. This is hilarious. The rank tracker that I used before this was what's it called? Pro Rank Tracker. Let me show you pricing of Pro Rank Tracker. I'm still trying to value that $37 a month, guys. That's what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, so the number of keywords that they sell for, you get to track 300 keywords with these guys for 19 bucks a month, right? Let's go back to V3 sales page. And we'll go down to the buy button. Okay, you get to track on the $37 a month level, 300 keywords, a $19 a month value. So where did I get that number, $19 a month? Right from here, because this is telling you straight up, 300 keywords would cost you 19 bucks a month, but it's included. And then the schema app, okay? For one site, 30 bucks a month. So where did I come up with these values of a schema builder being $37 a month? Right here. Okay, so $37 for that. The keyword tool volume, $17 a month, $19 a month for tracking, $12 a month for WordPress management and other services. Add those up, guys, especially when you get up to the agency level. Schema.org is $297 a month for a schema app, $37 a month for keyword tracking. I mean, whatever, you guys get it, right? What was the deal? The deal is that you're getting so much shit for such a good software for so much cheaper. It's hopefully ridiculous to you guys that you're like, how do you sell it this cheap? It's not because it's shitty software, guys. It's because we try to build a lot of value into it. And we train and we train and we train every week. And of course, here the I guess the deal, Carl, was the coupon SEO 2018. Let's make that big. That'll get you 50% off your first month for any monthly package or 10% off any annual package. Is there schema for video, Tony? Yeah, absolutely. Video object schema. Oh my God, I got so many tabs open. Let me just close shit. Oh, I wasn't supposed to close that. Let me reopen that Facebook page so that you guys can see if anybody learns anything about SEO. Here we go. Let me just do this. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Shen. Thanks, Shen. Twice. Mike McAfee. Yeah, I'll just leave that open. Yeah, what should you do with version 1.0? Actually, that's kind of a cool thing. Okay, first of all, version 1.0 was literally before I met Todd, and we redeveloped 1.0 from the ground up, and it was just the project planner, but it wasn't that good. It was basically an online spreadsheet. If you mean 1.0, get rid of 1.0. If you mean 2.0, which was 2 years ago, Todd and I released 2.0, which was just a plugin, didn't have as many features. That was, once again, rebuilt from the ground up, but we added the central dashboard, which is a huge, huge undertaking to do that. So we added management, rank tracking, all that stuff. I would honestly upgrade from version 2 to version 3 if you see the benefit of it. If version 2 is doing the job for you, Ted, then just keep it and keep using it. But if you want the extra features like the WordPress manager, the rank tracker, the improved project planner, then you're going to definitely want to get V3. It's so much better. My hope, honestly, is to get everyone out of V2 and into V3. But we did sell people V2, so we're going to keep that updated, keep that supported, so that that continues to work. Tim, the same pricing right here, bud. And Tim, I think you were with us for a while. We did, when we first released V3 to all our prior members, we gave them like the cat's ass deal, like the biggest deal ever. You might have missed out on that, but that was like 1.5 years ago, and we emailed the shit out of that. So we're into our, we're into what we're calling our launch pricing. We haven't officially launched yet, but we're into our launch pricing. These prices will go up again when we go fully public. Well, send us a PM then, if you were honestly out with health issues. Yeah, Eric, you think you got the best deal ever. If you bought what was called the founder, that was the best deal, guys. Like, you get like so much shit with the founder. But that was like 1.5 years ago, and we just do that for current customers, or at the time for current customers. Does PSv3 require any special add-ons to the server like IonCube or similar? Yeah, it does require IonCube, Derek. IonCube is a security. What it does is it encrypts our files so that people can't go sneaking around and steal shit from us. But any decent host, and I'll be honest with you, any decent host should have IonCube on it. It's very simple. I have a Google video to show you how to go turn IonCube on in your php.ini settings. Very, very simple to do. The other thing is that if you don't have IonCube on your host and you're looking for a new host, Todd has Supremacy.hosting, which is a host that he built specifically for all the products that we have. So anytime anyone has any issues, we solve it for everyone on a single host, but typically we don't have issues. Our products work on our servers because we know what our products require. Todd knows what the server requires to make our products work. So Supremacy.hosting is our hosting company that works with our products as another alternative. Hey, Nat, it's the most amazing product I've ever used. I launched a site very recently, and the page one ranking is amazing. You have 1/3 of the page above the fold. It's incredible. It sounds like a SerpTech combo with Project Supremacy. Let me see. What did I not cover? I covered backups. Let me show you guys some more stuff. Articles, guys, we integrated with I Need Articles and iWriter, so that if you want to order articles for like PBNs, you could just go right here. You would have to go to your settings and input your iWriter account details, but then you can order content right from here and input it into your sites right from within the dashboard. You go to my account and see, we have sub user accounts. So if any of you guys that are on like agencies that are running SEO agencies, whether It's a big one or a little one. You can actually add sub-users. So if I go to my account settings here, okay, we have sub-accounts. And what you can do with a sub-account, okay, is you can add a user, allow them only to access certain blogs, and allow them to only access certain features. Like you don't have to show them your license. They don't have to be able to download the plugin, the settings. They might want to do the backups. You don't want them to see the rank tracking, but you want them to build schema. You can kind of customize how the backend looks to your sub users, as well as what websites they can access. So you can definitely have sub user accounts. What else did I not cover? Oh yeah, the affiliate link manager. So guys, there really is two sides to Project Supremacy, right? There's the dashboard, which covers like, you know, the WordPress management side of things and the schema building and the rank tracking and the backups and the articles. But then there's the plugin side, right, where you install the plugin, which initiates the communication between your site and the management dashboard. But our plugin has a couple features that are pretty cool. One being the project manager, which is so badass, which I already showed you guys. But another one is the link manager, guys. Let me actually go into a real site and show you the link manager. And it's pretty cool for a couple of reasons. If you guys are building affiliate sites, or even if you're not, it's always important to track your affiliate links and stuff like that, but it's also important to kind of hide them, okay? Not only hide them from Google, but hide them from the users. So here's the affiliate link tracker in the plugin, guys. What you can do is add affiliate links to like different things. So this is my Bitcoin site. You can see I refer people to like CoinMama, Quadriga, different things. I can use text images, or I can use I can use text links or image links. And then it tracks your data across your site for any links that are coming in. So you can see how many people are seeing it, how many people are clicking on it, stuff like that, which is great. But here's where it gets really cool. Right here, you can see these things popping up, copy shortcode or copy mask URL. The shortcode is what you use on your WordPress blog when you want a quick way to display the link. So let's say you want this CoinMama link on 13 different pages of your blog. Well, you just use the shortcode. So I just copy the shortcode. You can see successfully copied, and you use that shortcode wherever you want. The other alternative of placing that shortcode rather than copying it and pasting it is if you go to any page. Okay, remember I kind of showed you earlier in the little, what do you call this thing? I forget the name, doesn't matter. We have these 4 shortcodes, okay? One is for affiliate shortcodes, so I can add any of my shortcodes really, really quickly by just selecting it, and it'll add the shortcode and it'll become an affiliate link. Now, if I do that to 13 pages and then I need to change the affiliate link, instead of changing it on 13 pages, I just change it here. I just go into my edit, and I change the link. It updates everywhere that I've shared the link, which is awesome. Okay, so I would just change the URL right here. The other feature is this one, the mask URL. This one's really cool. Let me show you why it's cool. Let's say I want to share my affiliate link on social media. Okay, so anytime I create a new thing that I want to advertise, I copy the mask URL, and let me show you what it looks like on Facebook. And these replies are still coming in, and I'll get to those in a second. Okay, let me show you what a masked affiliate link shows up like on social media. Okay, and it's rendering on social media. It's rendering, fetching the preview. Oh, that wasn't a good example, but it shows up, guys. Look at this. It shows up as CoinMama. So now I can get rid of this link on social media and leave this one here, and it's literally the CoinMama's open graph. This kind of plays back into the optimization. Did CoinMama do a good job of optimizing socially? No, they sure didn't. They did a real shitty job because there's no nice image there, and this looks like shit, but whatever. The point for this element is that this is actually an affiliate link, guys, but it's showing up as CoinMama. So it's very well hidden when you show it on social media. And if the affiliate link landing page does their social optimization properly, this affiliate link will share beautifully on social media. Now, the masking of it, let me show you what that means, because you guys probably saw when you create a new shortcode, you have a couple options, okay? Open your links in a new window, yes, because that means the person goes in a new window and they stay longer on your site. That's just good for SEO. Do you want to make your affiliate links a no-follow link? Yes, you don't want to build links to your site to increase your link juice and your authority and then lose it through affiliate links. So you want to make your affiliate links no-follow. Just set that to yes. Masking your URL, yes, you definitely want to mask your URL so that when you share it on social media or when people are clicking on your site, they're not seeing this link, okay? They're going to see something more along the lines of how to make money with bitcoin.net/redirect. Okay, now let me show you that part. You can choose, okay, so here's what the affiliate links will look like on your site or when you share them on social media. This is what you'll share, but it will refresh itself to show the actual domain. It doesn't have to say PS redirect. You can make it say recommended or go to, okay, or G or A or whatever the hell you want, right? You can do stripper if you want, like, to be stupid. I don't know, it doesn't matter. You can make that appear however you want. So that's the affiliate link manager, guys. It's another feature that's included. It's really, really awesome. Shit, there's probably tons of questions, Todd. Hopefully you keep answering them. Fully public when? I would say hopefully in the next 4 weeks, John. We're gonna go fully public. Guys, we update the shit out of this thing too. Let me show you something. If you go to news inside the dashboard, let me show you how often we update the plugin. I'm gonna go to change logs, okay? These are the versions of the plugin that we update and the dates that we ran it, okay? March 22nd, March 19th, March 17th. Okay, I'm not gonna go through these. We update the shit out of this plugin. It's our #1 focus. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I gotta update this plugin on 100 sites again. It auto updates itself for you. It all happens for you automatically so that you always have a fresh version. If you want to update it manually, you can, but it does definitely auto update itself once it's installed. We have an auto installer that it's a little tiny little plugin. Okay, if you go to download plugin, you just download this automatic installer and you upload that plugin to your WordPress blog, and it reads your server environment. It reads if you have IonCube, it reads about OpenSSL, it reads all these elements and tells you whether your server is compatible with the plugin or not. And by compatible, I mean up to date enough, okay? Because you wanted to have a secure hosting environment. The plugin won't work on a shitty host, guys. I'll tell you that, and I'll say that proudly. If the plugin doesn't work on your host needs to update stuff because of security. Okay, I'll just tell you that. There's all kinds of cool shit. But yeah, updates are huge. We have a humongous update coming. I can't say anything about it. I want to so bad, but we have a humongous update coming soon that you guys are going to love. Any more? Let me see. If you already have V2, is the IonCube already installed? IonCube is a hosting element, Caesar. So if you have it installed and you have V2 running properly, then that means your IonCube's already installed on that particular server. Paul, does PSv3 have the option to shut it down if you are locked out by a former client? Yeah, so it does. So let's say, let me demo that for you guys. So here's how to, let me close some things here too. So here's how to make money with Bitcoin site, guys, that I'm on, right? And you can see if this was, let's assume this was a client site, it was their site, not your site, and you were doing their SEO, they would be able to see Project Supremacy, and they'd be able to see all the work that you were doing in this plugin. So here's a couple options that we have built in to hide things from your clients. #1, so what you would do, so how to make money with Bitcoin, you go to your website manager, you type in how to make, okay, you'd log into the management, or not log in, but go to the management for this particular site. And then right here, guys, there's a hide plugin feature. So I'm gonna click on hide plugin. Okay, and what that does over here in how to make money with Bitcoin, if I refresh this page, notice it disappeared. So now your client can't see what you're doing. It's hideable from your client. Then when you want to come in and do work on the site, you would just come in and show the plugin, okay? And then when you refresh the page, now the plugin is showing again so that you can get in and do the access and do the work. There it is. But we took it a step further. Let's say that this was a client of yours and you were doing SEO for them and they didn't pay their bill and they removed your access to their WordPress or some shitty thing like that happened. You can actually remotely delete the plugin on your client. Okay, so you can deactivate the plugin here, or you can do a safe remove. And this is whether you have access to WordPress or not. Okay, so if the client fires you, deletes your access to WordPress, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not doing your SEO anymore, and I also want to remove all the schema I've done, all the XIF I've done, all the optimization I've done, all the keyword research plans I've done. I want to take it all away from you, even though you've already cut me off on your site. You just come here and you click wipe everything, and it's gone. And now that's a permanent solution. The other thing you could do is just do a safe remove, okay? And that'll disconnect the connection, and it will remove all the optimization elements from your client, but they'll be saved so that you can take it away from your client and say, listen, if you want it back, you pay me my money. And then once they do, you just re-add it and everything's still there. So there's lots of flexibility and options to like hide, delete, just deactivate the plugin from your clients as well. Caesar, once you upload this video, will you notify us once it's uploaded? I'll need to view it again. So much stuff to cover. Yeah, absolutely, Caesar. For sure. Let me ask you this right now. Is it worth $37 a month? I'm asking everybody actually. Give me a one, guys. Is this worth $37 a month? Is it a no-brainer? Did I do the job? Okay, cool. All ones. Give me a two if you guys. I want to see the negative Nellies out there. Is there anybody that's saying no? Is there like, no, this is shit. It's not worth $37 a month. No. All right. What else should I cover? Do you guys have any more questions, guys? Or Todd, want to answer questions? I need to take a drink of water. So Todd, you talk for a second.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I've been typing away in the background over here, but you know, just regarding Caesar's comment just a minute ago, you know, it's like, gosh, can I see the video of this so I can review all the things that Herc just went into? And you know, we know that he was. We talked about this. We talked about it so many times on how to present this software, because I don't think a lot of times people fully understand the magnitude and power. I know there's several people on this webinar right now who have owned V3 for almost a year and still are going like, wow, I didn't know it did that, or wow, that's cool. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people on here right now that just learned something that they did not know, and they've had this product for 9 months. June the 3rd, which is a month, 2 months from now, we will have this product out for a year now. So all the guys that got in early on, we hadn't been selling it that much. We tried a little bit here and there, but just the magnitude of this product, it's really, really hard to structure in a way on an hour-and-a-half webinar so that everybody gets a full understanding what it does without being overwhelmed. So Caesar, you know, thank you for your question, and I really hope that, you know, that this webinar, and I'd like to ask a lot of you guys that are on here now who have seen us do this in the past, you know, if you felt like this one was really hitting home on all the main features of what V3 does. I think it did. I was watching the whole thing very closely as I was answering your question in the background. So, yeah, great job, Herc. Yeah, hit them all. Excellent webinar. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Is everybody going to do all 5 elements on every page ever from now on?
Right.
It's huge, guys. Trust me.
You know, and Herc came up with this concept, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, that, you know, let's just focus on, you know, these 5 major elements for on-page SEO. Because if you've been around SEO long enough, especially in the last few years, I'd say 5 years or so, if you don't have your on-page correctly done good, better than the other guys, then I don't care how many backlinks you throw at it. You may or may not move, especially in really competitive markets, especially up against SEOs who know what on-page SEO means to their website. So that's one of the main reasons why we wanted to come at you with the project planner first, because that's where it all starts, and that's where Project Supremacy started, and that's where it was born, was in that project planner. That was version 1. And when I met Herc and he showed me that, I knew it was so smart. I knew there was so much to that. And that's why I connected with Herc and got involved with him, and we came together and it created what we created now. But that project planner, I know it seems a little bit complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it and once you dial this in on your sites, your on page and the multiple keywords you're going to rank for are just going to explode. And this makes your thought process so much easier when you start thinking about what keywords you want this site to rank for. And all of the data is right there in front of you. And then you just organize it into nice little pages, kick out all the stuff you don't want, put in all the stuff you do want, create these nice titles, just exactly what Herc showed you in the first 20 minutes of this webinar. Do that, guys, for every single site you start. And you can also do it for all of the old sites that are maybe stuck on 3, 4, or 5. Go back in and redo those on-page stuff. Review everything that he did, and regardless of whether or not you buy PSv3, go and perform those 5 items that we talked about. That's all I want to say.
Sweet. That gave me enough time to have a big vape and a big drink of water. Yeah, it's huge, guys. And I think one of the sentiments that a lot of people in our group are finding with Project Supremacy is like kind of how Todd said, like at first it's a little bit daunting. There's so much, right? But it's so much of so many good things. Once you start using it and you start really getting comfortable with it, and by watching our trainings and stuff like that, guys, you will become comfortable with it. You will find you will not build without it. It is such a process. It is literally a science and a process. This right here, guys, creating like good titles and good URLs and descriptions, that's a bit of an art, but we teach it. But when you get good, when you get good at it, there's just no other way to plan a site. There's just literally, and I'll tell you this. Here's another tip, guys. If anyone knows who Matt Diggity and the lab is, that big software training course that they just released a little while ago, the affiliate lab specifically by Matt Diggity, if you go watch the how to plan out a site part, it is literally a manual process that this tool completely automates. And I keep bugging Matt. I'm like, dude, you have to look at this. Like, you literally explained. He talked about keyword research and grouping keywords into a page, but he was doing everything on like spreadsheets and shit like that. And I was like, no, man, this does it all, but it also brings in your volumes and your competition. And it's like, the point is here, guys, once you get comfortable using this stuff, you'll just be like so good at what you do, and things will speed up so much. You'll become so much more efficient at your job as SEOs. You'll just wonder how you ever did it before. Like, I literally, the first thing I install on any blog is Project Supremacy. Before I ever think about a page of that site, I'm in the project planner. I'm pulling in keywords from Google. That alone, guys, the fact that this data is literally from Google. Everybody knows that right now Google's changed the way they display data. It's the ranges now. Like this keyword might have 1,000, it might have 10,000. We're pulling in the exact data. That's a huge feature. But being able to dashboard every page on your website into one place so that you can literally optimize every element of your site in one spot, one dashboard, deadly. The project planner on its own is easily a $37 a month tool. A keyword research tool is $37 a month. This is a keyword research tool. A WordPress management tool is $37 a month. This is a WordPress management tool. The schema builder is worth $100 a month. This is a schema builder. Like, it's just crazy, guys, how much shit we're building into this, and we're not stopping. I'll tell you a little more of a clue of the next big development that we have coming, guys, is for PBNs. It's going to be for PBN management and link tracking. Okay, we already manage PBNs in a really good way, just meaning keeping them updated, keeping them secure. But we're going to start getting into things like link sharing with other members that have PBNs, right? Analyzing PBNs, stuff like that. Like, we continually develop this product, and that is part of the reason why it's a monthly cost, guys. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, there's some stanky ass people that are like, I only want to pay once for it. And we're like, oh my God, dude. We have the ability, because of monthly recurring payments, to keep making this tool better. Number one, the price that you pay for it is already a valuable price. But number two, the price that you pay for it, the product keeps getting better, meaning the value of the price that you paid for it keeps getting better. And that's why we charge recurring. Also, it costs us money to run all these background services. That's one of the big differences between the V2 version and the V3 version. With V2, guys, we made you rely on your own services like proxies and Google scraping and all that shit. And you had to enter your API on every blog every time. And a lot of people would always come back, oh, my host doesn't like that I'm scraping and shit like that. Okay, fine. We'll take the onus on everything. Todd has a huge server. You guys actually have 6 friggin' massive Dell servers somewhere in the world. I don't tell you where. But those guys are load balanced so that every user has access to all this shit without having to add any API. Well, you have to add APIs for certain things, not like, but keyword research, rank tracking, stuff like that. You don't have to enter individual APIs anymore. We take it all. We have it. You just go. You just really, really go. So hopefully you guys see all this. I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. It's a killer deal. There's your, just a quick flash, guys, of me timing myself and what we talked about today. Keyword optimization, on-page optimization, old school, schema optimization, new school, social optimization with Open Graph, and then image optimization with EXIF. And then, of course, we did go into WordPress management and shit like that. So any more questions, guys, before we go? Because I don't know, we're almost at 2 hours. I don't want the replay to be crazy, crazy long, but Tony, you can just log into your account and you'll see what your limits are on that bonus, or send me a message and I'll go through it. Yeah, the link's right up here, Sherry, v3.projectsupremacy.com. And then when you buy, use the coupon SEO 2018. No matter what package you buy, this coupon will knock something off the price, okay? It will be 50% off your first month if you're buying it monthly. The annual packages are already structured so that it's basically 2 months free, but we'll knock an additional 10% off, which is basically now 3 months free. So that SEO 2018 coupon will work in both scenarios. Mike, on-page and internal links, structured silo. In many cases, you don't need backlinks. You've got proof. Prove it in the group, Mike. We always love members helping members. Let's go back to, I forget whose question it was, but can you learn SEO just from watching us teach about our tool? Absolutely, you deliver tons of value. I've learned most of what I know about SEO right here from Bob. Hey, there's Eric. He's gone fishing. Shen Pollard, yeah, dude, faux show. AdSense Ninja, been following you guys for a couple of years and still learning on every webinar. Mike McAfee here. Herc and Todd, in my opinion, give the most value and no fluff bullshit in the SEO world you'll ever learn. This is the real deal. Best in the business, in my opinion. That's why I'm a loyal customer. Yes, indeed. I mean, there's lots here, guys. I mean, of course, these guys, a lot of these people, they love us, of course. So, of course, they're going to say good things. And that's why I would put honest in bold, because I do want them to give you the honest answer. But yeah, I do think through getting a tool, guys, not only do you have a tool that's going to make pounding a rock into a board easier like a hammer would, but you also have access to weekly trainings through Todd and I, where, yes, we're teaching you how to use the tool, but the tool is how you do SEO. So you are going to learn a lot about SEO. And hopefully this year is helpful. Let's read Greg. Todd and Herc are authentic. Their software works. They stand behind it. I'm always learn something when I invest my time with them, either in a webinar or in a training. I'm only a PSv2 owner, but after this training, I will get PSv3. SEO is a moving target and it pays to stay current. Yeah, awesome. One last one. Todd and Herc from Bruce are the real deal, Junior. Most IM marketers sell you something and then you are on their list as if you are like, you're in their wallet. As if all you are to them is a wallet. These guys offer you 1 or 2 amazing products and then teach you more and more about it every week. And if anything, do multiple upgrades to that one product. Best place to learn SEO, in my honest opinion. Thanks, Bruce. Is there going to be a PSv4 or will this grow? No, PSv3 is the end of the line. Now that we've gone to a monthly recurring, like it's a monthly service, that's another huge feature, guys. When we sold V2 for a one-time fee, kind of one of the problems with that is that, you know, we got the one-time fee and then the profits that we made were kind of eaten up by updating or paying our support staff or our development staff. So it doesn't make sense for us to continually update that anymore. Whereas now that we get it on a recurring basis, you still get the value out of the price that you're paying, but it allows Todd and I to keep developing the shit out of it, right? Because you're keeping on, the billing keeps coming in, we keep developing it. So there won't be a PSv4. We'll just make PSv3 better. And it'll be always part of your price. So the upgrades that'll come to PSv3 will just be part of what you guys got. Stupid question, Mike says. By the way, the stupid question was whether this was worth $37 a month, just giving Herc a hard time. can you get rid of Longtail Pro and Rank Tracker and switch to $37 a month? Ted, you do have to be careful with usage. Okay, I'll tell you this right now. The $37 a month plan on Project Supremacy is limited to certain things. Like you're only going to be able to track 300 keywords. You'll be able to scrape and grab 300 keywords per month with the $37 plan. We do have a shop that's coming that will allow you to bump up individual items of Project Supremacy. So if you want to track more keywords, you could just buy more keywords, or if you want to do more of the keyword research type of tool, you can bump those up. Something like Longtail Pro, though, I mean, they're a big keyword tool, and that's all they do is keyword research. So you'll probably get more use availability out of Longtail Pro, but you'll pay more like as a whole result of it. Todd and I did price out bumping up this to something like 2,000 or 3,000 per month, and I think it was like $20. So we're trying to stay competitive with like a single keyword research tool, but to be honest, it's really hard, right? Because that's their sole business, whereas we have a lot of things. But we get damn close, Ted, and I'll tell you this: if you get to like say 1,000 keyword searches a month, build that site, do the research with those 1,000 keywords, get that profitable. And then the next month, build another keyword or another website using the next 1,000. Or if you need more, just buy more. And then if you don't need it, cancel the subscription. Like, we are flexible for sure, but it's just, I'm just trying to tell you, be careful with your usages. Make sure you know what you're buying. So make sure you're reading this stuff. ETA on the shop. Next week, Jim. Hopefully next week. Errol says he had PSv2, but now he has PSv3. Big difference. Yeah, it's a massive, massive difference, guys. V2 was rebuilt from the ground up. So V3 has every single feature of V2, but it's improved, it's more efficient, it's prettier, it's more user-friendly, and then we have a shit ton more features in V3. The big one obviously being this bad boy right here, the central dashboard, which will allow you guys to keep everything up to date easily with like single clicks, like the WordPress management and shit like that. Will it be permanent? Sorry, I'll just answer this one more quick one, or is that the one you were going to answer?
Yeah, I was going to go to that, but go right ahead.
Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead. I'll take another drink of water.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Maury asked if 37 a month is going to be permanent. Yeah, you know, if you get in today, obviously, you know, your price is never going to go up. Now, that doesn't to say that, you know, later on in the future, we won't raise the prices, because more than likely we will. You know, it's all about economics and, you know, the value of a dollar and expenses and things like that, and maybe some other things that we added here or there. $37 a month is very, very inexpensive, in my opinion, for all of the stuff that you get. So, you know, we really just want to get more users in here right now, and you know, help us grow and grow and grow. So definitely they could go up. If you wait 6 months and then try to buy, then yeah, it could be more. That's my point. But right now, if you know, you're going to lock your price in, whatever that is.
Prices will go up. 100% prices will go up. Like, it's not even a question of if, it's a question of when. We're building more features all the time. It's becoming a better software. So the prices will go up. But what was my point? I talk so much, I'm losing my point. It's still a really good value, guys, at the price that it's at. And you will be locked in. Oh yeah, here's my point. The price will go up, number one, guaranteed. Number two, the price that you get today will be locked in. The price will stay the same, guys, but the value will continue to rise. Okay, because we keep developing the shit out of this. Like, for instance, guys, just today we added this. This just got released today, literally. We haven't even told our members about it yet. Let's go to websites. Let's search for Bitcoin sites. Okay, and here's my site. I'm going to go into the manager. Comments tab got added today. Okay, so now not only can you manage all your other shit, you can now manage and delete, approve, or reply to all your WordPress comments. That got added today. The schema duplicator, which is something that I showed you guys today, this got added like 2 weeks ago. We continually add new features. So your value on the price you get today will continue to go up, which is kind of an important point. What are your plans for reporting? Like, our reporting basically right now is limited to our rank tracking like we don't do any sort of like audits or anything like that. But what we do for reporting, let me show you one. So like say how to make money with Bitcoin.net, when we're tracking the rankings of certain keywords, you can download keywords, okay, and check the graphs on them. Not download them. You can select keywords, look at the graphs, and then you can export these to PNG images, JPEG, PDF documents, okay? And then that PDF document will become something that you can send as a report right here, guys, to your client, okay, over time. I'm sure if we get more feature suggestions, we'll improve on that as well.
Yeah, the main thing with that, Herc, is that the API we use doesn't include that, so we kind of have to customize, and it just hasn't been on the top of the to-do list lately. But definitely see that feature request a few times, and we'll see what we can do better.
I like this comment from Mike. He said, inexpensive is a good word, cheap is a bad word. So yes, I keep calling it cheap. I'm saying cheap, but yeah, it's not a cheap piece of software, guys. It's a badass piece of software. Mike's right. It's inexpensive. It's not.
I said inexpensive.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot. But he's right. Yes. And you're right. Leslie, can you upgrade from one package to another? Yeah, you can do that internally in the dashboard or in Zaxa. It's value for money, Herc. Yeah. All right, guys, any last questions at all? I'll throw this up here one more time. I think that's going to cover it for the 2018 SEO optimization best practices featuring Project Supremacy V3 webinar.
Well said.
That might have been
very nice. We're exactly 2 minutes past the hour. Yeah, packed all that into 2 hours and some great questions as usual from all you guys. You guys have no idea how it makes us feel whenever you know, we hang out with you all and you ask us all those great questions and make us think. You know, keeps us on our toes, keeps us thinking, and we really do appreciate. I know I've chatted with so many familiar faces, familiar names and faces, Facebook faces. And you know, I feel like you guys are family most of the time. I really do appreciate you guys always coming out, hanging out, and again, you know, asking us great questions and making us think, because that really helps us a lot doing what we do and developing good software for all of you. All right, so I guess that's it. Any parting words anyone would like to say now? And we're going to cut out of here in about 60 seconds. Herc, any final thoughts?
No, man, that's it for me. I talk too much. I need to rest my voice now.
All right. Well, I really hope everybody enjoyed this. And as always, we will have another exciting webinar next Tuesday. Check your emails and you know, check the Facebook group. If you're not already in that Facebook group, please do join us there. A lot of great information comes down in that group. A lot of great people in there. Everybody's willing to lend a helping hand. So get in that group, and we'll talk to you there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.